Welcome back, guys. Good evening to everyone watching. This is the FPL um, transfer tips video. The buy, sell, hold, and ignore. This is for blank game week 30. So not many fixtures for this game week. There's only the four fixtures, I believe, right, Jordan?
Yeah, that's correct. Only four teams are playing.
Okay. Oh, well, no, 8 teams, but four
Oh
fixtures.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, four fixtures, 18.
But yeah, this is so yeah, we're gonna give you guys the transfer tips video, what we're doing with our teams, who we're looking to bring in, who we recommend you guys should potentially bring in as well. Um, but yeah, blank game week 30. Let's get into it. Who are we recommending? So the first player we have on our list is Harvey Barnes. Now he's a player we recommend you buy potentially. He's at 6.5 million price tag. He's owned by 3.2%. He's got an XG of 0.25, and then expected assist per 90 is 0.15. 46 shots, also does have the 5 assists and 3 goals. The reason why Harvey Barnes appeals, I think, is obviously he has a fixture against Brentford in game 30, which is quite good, you'd say. He looks, on paper, he looks quite good for Leicester. Sorry, and then they do have a game week 31 fixture against Man United. And then, after that, the fixtures look decent. So I'm guessing some new fixtures got announced today, obviously. Double game week 33, right, I believe. And Leicester
Yeah,
do double. So we are going to quickly actually talk about, because obviously I haven't fully checked up all the teams that are doubling in 31 and 33. What is the news there, Jordan? What teams are doubling?
well, we have 10 teams that are doubling in game week 33, and that
Sorry.
includes Arsenal, Leicester, Man United, Liverpool,
Okay, so it's a big
South,
double game week.
yeah, Southampton, and Everton, I believe.
Okay, so the reason why you get Harvey Barnes in, you also got a nice double game week 33 fixture against Newcastle and Everton potentially. Especially that Everton game, by then you would assume that Everton will be needing points. So yeah, Harvey Barnes, more to do with game week 30, I believe. If you want to bring in a player that plays this week, potentially one of more of Leicester's better attacking players, I would recommend someone like Harvey Barnes. Um, yeah, I think this is a good pick. Would I bring him in for my own team? I'm not so sure, because to bring in Harvey Barnes, I will have to probably get rid of Mo Salah. Now we will come on to our players, but I don't know if I'll be bringing him in, because I just don't know how I'll fit it into my own team. But yeah, we'll move on to the next player, Harvey Barnes. What's your thoughts on him anyway? Sorry, I forgot to ask you.
I don't particularly pay attention much to Harvey Barnes or Leicester players in particular, but this is solely to fill in a gap for a player that will play in game week 30 besides Salah, who won't. I think he's a good replacement for Salah in terms of how many games there are in game week 30. I mean, not many people will have Leicester players, especially Barnes. I think most people have Maddison more likely than Harvey Barnes, but I think despite him not getting any returns in that game week, I'd be very surprised against Brentford. It might be a quiet and open game,
Yeah.
but just if he doesn't, it's still 2 points minimum.
hmm
That's 2 points extra for your team instead of having 0 for a player like Salah or someone who doesn't play in game week 30.
Yeah, I think Harvey Barnes is a decent pick if you have to pick a Leicester player, potentially Maddison as well. But yeah, Harvey Barnes is one would be buying. If you're on a free hit as well, makes sense to bring someone like Harvey Barnes in, I think 100%. Now, moving on to the player we recommend you or buy as well. We're doing two buys.
Yeah, there is two buying players because of Leicester and Brentford. There's there's not many people that have either one, so it's good to have like one from
Okay.
each, just have a selection.
All right, you go ahead and mention about Tony. Why have we selected Tony? Why do you think he's a good player to pick, and why should we buy him?
Okay, there's a very interesting question circling around like social media about Tony. It's like, do you fall into the Tony trap? Because obviously in his past 2 games he has scored 4 goals. Now people are considering, do I want Tony or do I not? Because obviously he potentially is overperforming in his comparison to his
XG.
stats. Yeah. So it is a bit of a 50-50 whether Tony is a buy player for you, but it's another player that will play in Gameweek 30. I wouldn't personally hold him for the long-term run of fixtures that Brentford have, but this reason is just surely on Gameweek 30 players to bring in. There's Tony and Harvey Barnes, and it's Leicester and Brentford. There's 2 teams where majority of FPL players will not have any of.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
It's only temporarily, I'll say, buying players right here. But Tony is a decent one, I suppose, for the price of the forward 6.6 mil. His ownership is surprisingly still high, 12.3. He's had 56 total shots. He's had 25.
His XG is pretty low, I feel like 0.36 for a striker.
For a striker, that is very low. But I'm surprised he has scored 11 goals. I think he scored more goals.
The thing is, he's had a few penalties as well, hasn't he?
He has had a few.
He scored 5 goals, I think, in his last couple games, but 3 of them have been penalties.
Yeah.
So I don't know about Tony. We'll come back to that. Read out some comments quickly. Connor F says, "Hey lads, hope you're having a good week in fantasy. Triple captaining Salah at the moment, hoping for big returns via Arsenal. Same here. I am a Salah captainer." Good evening, Michael Parkers. He said, "Good evening, guys. Harvey incoming. So, are you saying sell Salah? What of Ericsson?" I am not saying sell Salah personally. I don't think I'll be getting rid of Salah, but it is a conundrum for people that want to take money out their team to afford a player like Harvey Barnes, I assume.
Yeah.
He also says, "Got Tony in already. I got him late though. Needed to get him 2 games ago. Yep, as I knew he'd do bits. Not sure if the train had left." I agree. I think the train could leave. It could have left. You could have missed the train on Tony, but he does play in Gameweek 30. I think Leicester isn't. It could be a decent fixture for him. He could get a penalty as well, but I'm not keen on bringing him in because you look at his fixtures. He's got Chelsea after that. Then he's got West Ham. Then Watford and Tottenham. I mean, next 5 games don't look very good for Brentford. How many goals are they really going to score? Against Chelsea is going to be tough. West Ham's also, not going to be easy. And Tottenham, they're fighting for top 4 and they're a decent team, I'd say. Watford, could go either way. I'm not keen on bringing Tony into my own team, but if you're looking for Gameweek 30, player for Gameweek 30 that not a lot of people have, could take advantage of this one, I'd say. So I do agree there with Jordan. But we'll move on to the next player. Now, this is a controversial one. We've seen Salah. Salah is, I think, was he the most transferred out player this week? Was it second?
He's the second most transferred out with 61,000.
So Salah is the second most transferred out player. But I don't know if this is a smart idea. Now, I've got a question for you, actually. Do Tottenham have a double game week in 33?
They don't.
Tottenham don't?
I don't think they do. Let me just double check that.
Because I forgot.
No, they don't. They don't double.
Oh, yeah, see. So if Tottenham don't double in 33, I would not be getting rid of Salah. Because some people think get rid of Salah, get Son in, potentially. Or a Leicester player. I don't. Now that Salah has a double game week in 33, I don't think I'll be getting rid of him. If he didn't have that double game week in 33, maybe you could have got rid of Salah, hopefully, because if he blanks in 30, he plays Watford in 31. And let's not forget, guys, game week 31, Salah is the standout captain for that week. Watford at home, is the best fixture. And then obviously he's got Man City. Maybe you could have got away with that one. But then he plays Villa and Man United in the double game week. And I'm sure he's going to be captain worthy in that game week as well. So I don't know if I'll be getting rid of Salah for myself, especially with that double game week 33 announcement that we got today. If we never got that, then maybe I could understand. If you're a risky FPL manager, maybe you can get rid of Salah. But if you want to play a bit more safe, I think I would be keeping Salah and captaining for that Gameweek 31. And even Man City, I know Salah, he can score against Man City because he already done it this season. So, but yeah, a lot of it will come down to whether you think he's a captain option. And I think definitely in 31 he is, and 32 he still can be for me anyway. But I'll probably go with someone else other than Salah in that week. But yeah, that is an interesting one though. Mo Salah has a sell. But
yeah, there is another thing. Man City have doubled in 33.
Man City?
Yeah, they double also in 33. So I think the reason why people are selling Salah is to get either De Bruyne in or a midfielder for Man City to hold long term over Salah.
That
maybe
we will come on to strategy as well for Gameweek 33. Because obviously, for me anyway, Salah's a player I'm going to hold probably for the rest of the season. I think Salah is one of those players that you have to have in your team long term. But with these double fixture announced literally a couple of hours ago, we will have to make another video talking about the double game week and going into the repercussions. Because let me just see something quickly. We could free hit in Game Week 33 now, if we're being honest.
Yeah, even.
But I will need Cancelo soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Now that Man City have double, this is the only double they have.
So I'm looking at Ben Krellin on Twitter. If you don't follow him, check him out on Twitter. So the teams that double in 33 are Brighton, Burnley, Leicester, Man United, Newcastle. Possible. Oh, okay. So it's unlikely. Was he saying unlikely that Liverpool don't have a double? Oh, a lot of it depends on the FA Cup games, basically.
I suppose, yeah, whoever goes through and who doesn't.
So basically, the confirmed doubles in 33 are Brighton, Burnley, Leicester, Man United, Newcastle. Likely is Arsenal and Southampton. Possible but unlikely is Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City. And the teams that are likely to blank in Game Week 33 are Aston Villa, Leeds, and Wolves. All the Game Week 33 fixtures will be confirmed after this weekend's of FA Cup quarterfinals. So we will know after this weekend exactly who doubles. So that Salah double Game Week 33 is unlikely as of now.
Yeah, that's as it stands at the moment.
Yeah.
Until after.
We've got to wait for the quarterfinals, basically. Because if Chelsea win, that means Leeds will blank in 33. And Chelsea will have a single game week against Arsenal. So a lot to get through. We'll probably have to make a separate video on that. But yeah, Salah, you could get rid of Salah, guys. But I think it is taking a bit of a risk. Now, yeah, this one's obvious. I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, I think it's now obvious, as you said, to hold Harry Kane now, as we have seen his positive performances in games now. It seems like he's back to his normality. So here's a few of his stats. He's had 85 shots with 3 assists. He's had 38 shots on the goal and had 11 goals. So he has picked up his goals in the past few matches now.
Yeah.
Especially in the last game, he scored a penalty and has yet to play another match in Game Week 29 against Brighton. But with his effective ownership, it's 21.9%.
Yeah.
Which is very high. You really would want to hold Harry Kane because it may punish you if you don't, just because of his ownership. Like over 1/5 of people own him now.
Yeah, with this blank game week, obviously Game Week 30 is a blank, and there's not many players to really recommend you hold. Every player is basically a hold, I'd say. You know what I mean? Every player that you have that has a fixture is basically a hold, pretty much. We just went Harry Kane because he's probably the obvious pick, and he's probably our captain. But any player that has a fixture, I'd hold because there's only four fixtures, so it's quite difficult to do this one. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, getting a player to hold because everyone's a hold basically.
Yeah, you could say Tony, you could say Qgvfzs, Son.
Yeah, anyone that has a fixture in it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, this is the player you should ignore. Is Bowen? Is he back from injury?
No, it's turned out his injury is worse. He has an Achilles injury,
Oh,
and he's
okay.
now red
So
flagged. So I don't know if he's even returning back
okay,
into
so
the
this one
Premier
could
League.
be a bit. We don't really know with this one because if he is injured, which I assume he is now, because we obviously did this video today. We made the graphics today, and as of then, it looked like he was available. Would you say?
He now has an Achilles injury, and his return date is unknown, according
Oh,
to
yeah, he's definitely
Fancy.
ignore.
Yeah,
Or any West Ham player potentially. Also, let's change this one to Antonio, maybe, or actually not Antonio, maybe Ben Rama or someone you can avoid. I think
yeah,
maybe actually Antonio could be an ignore as well because Tottenham they could get something against Tottenham, but then to be honest, their fixtures after 31 to 33 isn't that bad. So
yeah.
yeah, but
Without
for
Bowen,
yeah,
it's a mixed bag of who gets goals because we saw Fornals get a goal. We saw like different midfielders getting
yeah,
goals, but
and
it's just
Yarmolenko I think as well got a goal.
yeah, Darmenko as well. We've buried out the picture now. It's like a mixed bag of who will be the
Yeah.
return player. Now it's not really clear.
Um, I agree. So, but with Bowen, it's we don't know. Like we say he's ignored, but mainly because a lot of West Ham assets, especially Antonio. I think Antonio is an ignore for me as of now, but that could change next week because his fixtures are they get green basically.
Yeah,
So yeah, that is the players we've picked, guys. So
yeah,
Bowen, Kane, Salah potentially, which I won't be doing. Tony as a buy and Harvey Barnes as well as a buy. So they're the players we recommend. It's obviously it's been a condensed list. Obviously because it's a blank game week and there's not much to choose from. But we hope that's helped you guys out. Hopefully. But yeah, this has pretty much been the transfer tips video. If you guys do have any comments and also let us know your plans for Gameweek 30. Let us know if you're selling Salah, if you are, who you're replacing him with, and also let us know just your transfer plans. Are you rolling? Are you playing 8, 9 players? What are you guys doing? I might bring my team up quickly before we
yeah.
wrap the stream up. Let me bring my team up actually. I was gonna play Saar, wasn't I? Ahead of Ramsdale. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do with my team.
Well,
Let me bring my share screen up. Hold
I
on.
don't think there's not much to do with teams really with the
Yeah,
fixtures.
there's not much if I'm being honest. So this is my
No.
team. Right, I've got Saar in goal. We've got Kilman and Doherty. So that's 3. In midfield, I've got Rafinha, Saka, Martinelli, and Kulusevski. Then up front, I've got Kane and Jimenez. So what? Is that 9 players? Yeah, we've got some comments that's come in.
It is 9 players.
CTK says, "Hey guys."
Hey, CTK.
Ken says, "I honestly wouldn't go with Antonio. Not been playing well for a long time." Yep, I sort of agree with that for now. I think he could be an avoid. Michael says Spurs win 1, lose 1 though. KDB incoming defo game week 33. We will talk about double game week 33. I think we'll need to make a video maybe tomorrow on about that.
Yeah, we'll have different pictures.
I think
graphics.
we'll wait to the weekend potentially because we'll know more about it. Who actually confirms doubles. And we also got CTK fine to play with 8 players and Captain Kane. Well, I've got 9 players and Captain Kane. You could get away with 8. There's not many players that stand out. But if you want to do something risky and hopefully gain ranks, you could attack this game week and maybe bring in a couple Leicester players.
Overall, it's going to be a really quiet week. Like the points won't be that huge. It will be
I
probably
agree.
below 50 points, if that. It's going to be very low scoring game week. I don't think people really need to do much. You could even roll with.
Yeah, I might roll actually. I've not
Yeah.
obviously. I've not completely decided what I'm going to do because we do have a team selection video coming out tomorrow maybe or Thursday.
Yeah,
what day are we doing it?
We'll
probably do a team
Thursday.
selection on Thursday, and then we'll have the deadline stream on Friday at 5:30. So yeah, you'll know what we're doing, guys, with our transfers. On the team selection video. But it looks like we could even get away rolling. Have you thought
Yeah.
about what you're gonna do, Jordan, transfer wise, or
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna roll. I don't want to take out anyone. There's
how
not
many
necessarily need to
how
take
many
out.
players have you got?
Same
8.
as you. 8.
Oh no, I got 9.
Oh, 9. Let me quickly check
I
my
think you have
team
8.
and see how many I have. I have 9.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you do have the same as me, 9.
Yeah.
Do we bring in 10? Have 10 playing players? Because what you can do, we can take Salah out and bring in Son or Barnes, Madison. But I don't know if that appeals to me because I know I want Salah back when he plays Watford next week.
Yeah, I'll
Basically,
probably just keep Salah where he is. I don't
yeah.
think it's
This is
worth.
what I'm thinking of going with. CTK says going after international break with 2 free transfers, and yeah, I think that's what I want to do because it will give me time to think about what I want to do, and because I know there's going to be doubles in 33, I'll just save a transfer.
Yeah.
I think I'll get away with this week. The only worry is if someone like Harvey Barnes or any of the Leicester guys haul. But I'm happy with my
Yeah.
team pretty much. There's not much
I,
that
I
I'd want to
think
bring in.
I
Is there
think even
anyone that you guys think though? Do you think there's anyone that's a must-have other than who we have? I've got Kane. Maybe you can get Son in. Have a double up of
yeah,
Spurs. If you don't have Matt Doherty, that is.
even that. That's actually better to roll. Honestly, this game week. This is probably the best game week you can roll because it's so blank.
Simi Sunshine. I have done a -8 for 11 playing players. I have done Willock, Salah, and Huang out for Son, Barnes, Jimenez.
Wow, that
Okay,
is risky.
so I've got Salah. Sorry, I've got Jimenez. I've got Harry Kane, who I'm happy to captain instead of Son, and Barnes is the only one I don't have. But Simi
Uh,
Sunshine, if you think that's worth it, I guess if your team needs it, then it could work out for you because Willock blanks, doesn't he? Salah
Yeah,
blanks.
and
Oh,
Huang is
I'm surprised you brought Huang in.
no, he's out because he
Oh,
potentially might not play.
oh, I'm surprised he took him out. Is he
Yeah,
injured?
he's got a slight injury to his back,
Oh, okay. I didn't. I
reportedly.
forgot he got injured. If he got injured, then I understand sort of why he did it. But if he's not injured, then you could have just kept him in as sort of.
I
But
mean,
maybe he's injured.
a -8 though. Will you recover from that?
Could do. Well, I think Willock. I think Willock needed to go out. Salah, taking Salah out. Do you have plans to get him back in? Is the only thing I'll say because I'd want Salah back potentially. Ken says he's gonna roll. Yep, it's looking like we might roll.
Yeah, we're on the roll train. It seems.
CTK, as long as we captain Kane, because everyone free hit will captain Kane. Yeah,
That's very true.
There is a lot of managers that don't have Kane though. I think you either have Kane or Son. It looks like, and also Kulusevski is what people have gone with. I do believe Kane is the better captaincy pick over Son, but I don't think there's much in it. But it will come down to that. I think Kane or Son, whoever makes that move. If you feel like being a bit more risky and going for another player, an Arsenal player potentially, Saturday play Aston Villa. But yeah, I don't see any other standout. If Vardy was fit, maybe I could have took a hit to bring Vardy in or something like that. I'll make
I would,
Vardy captain potentially if he was on form and stuff.
I would say Daka as well, but he's not nailed because Daka was like a replacement for Vardy up front, but he has contention.
Yeah. Well, also don't forget, guys. Please smash the like button and also subscribe if you're new around here. It really helps support the channel and also helps with the growth of the channel. So yeah, if you do enjoy the content, please smash the like button and also subscribe if you're new. But yeah, this is my team for Gameweek 30, pretty much. I'm sitting at 23k overall rank. I'm fairly happy with how it's looking, but I think I am gonna roll, man. I was originally thinking to take Barnes in. Sorry, get Barnes in, but now I don't know if it appeals to me as much. I could take out someone like Robertson. And who would I really bring in? Oh, Cancelo, but he blanks as well, so there's no really point. Michael says Salah is expensive to sell, then buy back. Oh, it's expensive to sell, then buy him back just for Son. I did a -8 too. Lacazette, Madison, Barnes, and Zuma. Kurt Zoom. Oh, he plays Spurs. Okay, that's interesting. You think Spurs? You think West Ham are going to keep a clean sheet against Spurs?
Could do.
Yeah, the Robo doubles in Gameweek 33. Is that confirmed? I don't think that is it?
Well, it's currently at the moment. That's before. Well, I don't know. It says on Premier League that they double, but isn't that just at the moment?
No. Yeah, so it says he doubles, on the Premier League website, but I read somewhere that it's to do with the FA Cup games, basically.
Yeah, because once they've changed, it will rearrange.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with the FA Cup games, because as of now, the Liverpool double is possible. It's not, guaranteed, as far as I'm aware. Unless I'm wrong, guys, let me know in the chat. Yeah. See, someone says unless you go for Cancelo for Robbo, then Diaz as third Liverpool player. That's a decent idea. Yeah, he's confirmed. It depends on the FA Cup results.
Yeah.
So let's see. But apparently that Liverpool double Gameweek 33 is unlikely, according to Ben Krellin. But he posted that 2 hours ago. Yeah.
We'll just have to see after FA Cup where everyone stands in terms of
there's
teams.
a lot to, there's going to be a lot to get into, I'll say, after that FA Cup game. After the FA Cup rounds. Obviously, there's a match today, isn't there? Man United playing in a bit, Champions League. So
8 o'clock.
Let's see how that happens. The European games, regarding injury. I think Leicester play tomorrow, don't they?
Leicester play tomorrow, and
do they?
I think.
Let me just check. Yeah, I think they do, because Europa Conference League? It's not tomorrow. Thursday, isn't it? Conference League. Yeah, Leicester do. Leicester play Rennes on Thursday.
Oh,
so let's see what happens to Barnes and Madison in that game. Do they play? Are they rested? Because I think they'll both play probably.
Yeah.
Simi, he says, I think Liverpool has to lose to Nottingham Forest. See, this is what I mean. If Liverpool need to lose to Nottingham Forest to get a double, I don't know how likely that is. I don't see them losing to Nottingham Forest. Maybe, you never know, but I don't see that happening.
It'd be the biggest shock in history if that happened.
Michael says, who do you say to buy, sell, hold, and ignore? Oh, okay, guys. Let's bring that up quickly.
Yeah, we can show the slide again for you, Michael.
So the player we recommend you buy is Barnes. You could go Madison as well, the Leicester guys. Also, another buy we had was Tony for Gameweek 30, as he's one of the players that is a bit more lower owned. If he does get a goal or two, then, it could be good for your rank. But I personally don't like Tony for my personal team, because I don't know how to fit him in, and I think he's a very short-term pick. I don't know if I'd want him long-term. Yeah, Tony is another buy option. We say Salah as a sell because he is the second most transferred out player for this blank game week. So, it's an interesting one, Salah. I personally am probably going to hold, even though he does blank. I just think I'd want him back for that Gameweek 31, and I'm going to captain him that week against Watford. So yeah, Salah is the one. I'm not getting rid of him. So even though we've put him up as a sell, it's more of that asking that question. We've seen a lot of managers sell him. Maybe it's to raise funds to Barnes, to Madison, to Son, and that's why managers are going that way. But for us, I think we're both going to hold him. Harry Kane is an obvious hold. Obviously, anyone that has a fixture this week is a hold, because there's not many fixtures. So yeah, hold on to. We could have changed that to Matt Doherty. If you're planning to get from Doherty to another Spurs defender or another attacker, I don't know if it's worth the -4. Maybe a free transfer, but -4, probably not. And then obviously Bowen and Antonio, the West Ham guys, we think are both potential ignores because they haven't been playing. Well, I know Antonio hasn't been playing great. Bowen's an injury doubt now, as we found out. He's got an Achilles injury. So, yeah, he's definitely one you couldn't ignore. So, hopefully that's answered your question, Michael. But, yeah, you can go back after the stream, I guess, and check the video from the start where we've gone into it. Someone here drops a comment. It says Salah might not be available for Watford.
Really?
I don't know why that is. I'm assuming he means international break because after Liverpool play, let's bring up the Liverpool fixtures quickly. Hold on. Watford. Obviously, Salah plays tomorrow against Arsenal, and he will be fit for that game because Klopp's confirmed that he's in training and he could make that game. Yeah, that's what I thought so. So he says Egypt game on the 29th. So yeah. So Salah plays Arsenal, then he blanks, and then he plays Watford on the 2nd of April. But on the 29th of March, he has the second leg for Egypt against Senegal, which is an important game. The reason I don't think Salah will be rested is, let me explain. So Salah plays that second leg against Senegal, which is a big, important game, right? It's a World Cup qualifier, so Salah's going to play that game, but so is Mane. Now, they play Watford on the 2nd of April, but in my opinion, so let me just bring that comment up, because Salah and Mane are both playing in that game, there's no way they're both going to get rested. And also Luis Diaz, we forget. Luis Diaz also has a game with Colombia on that same day, I believe. But it's like a couple of hours later on the day. So even Luis Diaz is going to have a returning late to Liverpool after the international break. So I wouldn't be reading too much into that about Salah not being available. I think Liverpool are now in a title race. If we remember correctly, Salah returned back from AFCON and he literally was on the bench the next game. And I don't think he will be. I think he'll be available. I'll be very surprised if Salah doesn't play against Watford. Yeah, Diaz on the 30th. So Diaz is even later than Salah. So Diaz has even shorter turnaround time. So Salah, Mane, Diaz. There's no way all three of them are going to get rested for that game. So one of them has to play. And my money is on Salah playing that game. Ken says Diaz is a quality player. Obviously, me and you, Jordan, we spoke about Diaz the other day.
Yeah. He's the player that I want as my third Liverpool player in the team. I don't know how I'd get him in, but he's definitely a third.
Shout.
He's definitely a shout. I think. Yeah.
Because I've got Robertson, so I can't actually do it right now. But I could take Robertson down to Cancelo, and then somehow look to upgrade one of the midfielders. I just don't know. I'll have to probably downgrade Jimenez as well to a cheaper striker, and then it's quite a lot of transfers. But Diaz, I like Diaz a lot. Obviously, as a Liverpool fan, he's been amazing for us so far. He's slotted in straight away, like a seamless. It's like he's been there for years. The only, what's prohibitive with Diaz is that price. At 8 million, I think he's at. And the fact that he is a potential rotation risk. I don't know if he's as of a risk as someone like Firmino. But Diaz is an interesting one. I think as the season goes on, we're closing to the final, 8-9 games. I think Diaz will be a decent differential, especially, in the top 10K. He won't be highly owned. And if you could, get on him a bit early, he could be a very good pick. Keep an eye out on Diaz. I think if you're on a free hit or a wild card, I think you could bring him in. CTK, Bobby, Minamino, Jota, and Belgium dude. I think he means Origi.
Oh, really?
One thing I will say, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, going for the title, and I will be very surprised if Klopp starts those players. I don't believe Mane, Salah, and Diaz will be rested in the same game at the same time, if that makes sense.
Especially with the result from yesterday, where Man City drew against Crystal Palace. So, with that 1 point now that they got instead of 3, it has closed the gap even more. on Man City now. Liverpool will play their best team in the Premier League just for the title race now. It is edging ever so closer between them two teams now. They can't even draw
What
on
were you
points
saying?
anymore. I was just
the,
saying that with Man City and Crystal Palace drawing last night, the race for contention for
it's
the
heated up.
Premier League is even more now. So Klopp would want to play his best team.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
in the Premier League wise.
I think one of them could get rested for that game after not AFCON, the international break. Maybe Diaz misses out or Mane, but not all three. No way. Klopp will play one of them, I think, or two of them. But yeah, moving on. Brian says, "Hi lads, I think Cancelo will
Hey,
be
Brian.
essential towards the end of the season, and it's hard to get Cancelo, Trent, Robertson. Have to go to Robbo to Cancelo, so the third Liverpool spot will be interesting." Yeah, we were just talking about that, Brian. We think, well, I have Robertson and Trent and Salah, obviously. So I think the obvious move is Robertson down to Cancelo. And then that third Liverpool player will be interesting. Do you go for someone like Diaz, who is a bit of a differential as of now? And not many teams, I feel like, will be able to fit him in at his price tag. They'll have to downgrade the other parts of their team. Massive game for us tomorrow. Yep. Title race has been blown wide open after that Palace draw last night. So, yeah, should be a good game tomorrow, especially with Arsenal, and we've got a couple players. Obviously, I've got Salah triple captain, so.
And I've got Harry Kane triple captain.
Gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Diaz is going to be expensive next season. However, we need to downgrade a Liverpool defender and Jimenez to Cucho. Okay, I thought it was Chuko, how you say his name. Yeah, Diaz could be expensive next season. Depends how he finishes. I don't know if he'll be too much. I don't think he'll be much more expensive than he already is, because obviously he's still a new player. But yeah, I like Diaz. If he gets minutes and if he becomes a regular, which I think he will, and he's shown under Klopp that he's preferred to Mane on the left. Mane's been playing down the middle. I think Diaz could become a very good player for Liverpool, especially in FPL terms as well. CTK, just mean it's a risk we can take, taking Salah out, but I hear you. I'll also probably roll, but keep options open. Keeping options open with all the info. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I don't think taking Salah out, it could pay off, by the way. But me personally, I'd probably keep him, just being a bit more cautious. But Salah out could pay off, in my opinion, if you bring in Barnes, for example, and he hauls. But then I'd want him back for Watford. So I know people think he might not play, but I'm not. I don't know. I'll let you take this one, Jordan.
Massive game for Liverpool versus Arsenal tomorrow. Looking forward to watching that. Yeah, absolutely, Ken. I'm very looking forward to watching that game. It's going to be very interesting. Who wins that one? It's going to be very tight. I think there'll be one goal in that game, potentially going to whichever team wants it more.
Yeah, this one's for you as well. He says he has Kane as captain.
You got the Captain Kane. Okay, Ken.
That's it. We'll see if he does outscore Salah. But obviously, Salah is ahead right now because of the bonus points. I think Salah got 2 bonus or 1 bonus point. So there's not much in it, but they both scored a penalty each, haven't they? Kane and Salah.
Yeah, they've basically done a reflection of each other, apart from the clean sheet that Salah got.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't the bonus; it was a clean sheet, I think.
Yeah, you got the extra 3 points. Is it 3 points? Or
no, 1 point. 1 point. But obviously, 3 on the triple captain is triple.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that separates Harry Kane and Salah.
And the clean sheet. Salah got the clean sheet. I think he got 1 bonus. I'm not sure.
I think it was 1 bonus.
Brian says, might burn a transfer this week. I wouldn't make any transfers if I just had one. Might burn? Nah, I wouldn't be burning a transfer.
What does it mean by burning a transfer?
So basically, obviously he's got 2 free transfers, but he's planning on not doing anything.
Oh.
So it will be back down to 1. Now, I definitely wouldn't do that. I wouldn't burn anything. I would definitely make transfers because at this stage of the season, every transfer counts. If you don't have anything to do, maybe switch out your bench players and downgrade your bench to a cheap player or something. Yeah, I don't like burning transfers.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, let's check Leicester Europa game form because last week Maddie was absent. Yeah, I think a lot of that will come down. I think if Leicester play against Rennes, then like if they play well, let's say, and Leicester win 3 or 4-0, and Madison gets 2 or 3 goals, then the FOMO is going to kick in, and you're going to see a lot of people taking hits to bring in Madison and stuff. You just know it. Brian says, thought I'd do Broya to Gelhart for experience points, but Broya has a double gaming now. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be taking Broya out, to be fair. But I'm sure there's something in your team that you have to do. Maybe downgrade one of the goalies, or maybe get Cancelo in early for next week. There must be something.
Yeah.
I don't really like the idea of burning a transfer.
No. I mean, Nick Pope has 2 double game weeks, potentially. 31 and 33. Burnley double.
Oh, then I'll have to bring in some Burnley players. Weghorst, I think, is going to become another option again. We got burnt for that captain. We captained him and he blanked, didn't he? In game week 26, I think.
I think he...
Or 25, I can't remember. But yeah, I know he blanked, didn't he? In that double game week.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, just want to shout out the channel, guys. For everyone that has joined the stream, please smash the like button. Also, subscribe if you're new around here. And also follow us on Twitter at the FPL Duo. All the links are also in the description. But yeah. How many subscribers are we on now? I think 164. Get us up to 170 subscribers. If you can, please. That'll be much appreciated.
We're still stuck on 163.
Okay.
It's there. It hasn't moved much.
All right, so we've got another comment here. Yeah, see, that's what I meant. Robbo to Cancelo maybe this week. Yeah, there's something you will be able to do in your team, Brian. But yeah, we'll probably wrap this stream up soon because I'm going to go and we're probably going to go watch the Manchester United game, aren't we?
Yeah, as a Man United fan, I do hope we play the same as we did against Tottenham.
Yeah. Let's see that. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we are 1-0 in aggregate, though. So
1-1.
Oh,
1-1. Yeah, it was 1-1. Yeah, the first game was 1-1. I thought it was 1-0 as well to Man United, but I checked. I was like, I forgot that game. That game feels like it was years ago.
Yeah, it does feel like it was years ago.
But yeah, it's 1-1 currently. So even Stevens, Man United. I think it's gonna be a tough game for them today, but we'll see. 2 games on tonight: Ajax, Benfica, Man United, and Madrid. But yeah, we've got a couple Ronaldo fans in here. Leave Ronaldo, and then someone says there's nothing I can do to get someone this week. I can get someone for Gameweek 31 plus. Yep, then I'll do that, mate. Bring someone in for 31 plus because you'll need those transfers.
Yeah, look forward to your transfers. Then
yeah, guys. So that's it from us today. This has been the FPL Blank Gameweek 30 transfer tips video for our new series, which is buy, sell, hold, and ignore. We will be back again for another team selection video on Thursday, I believe. So join us on that one. And also, please do check our deadline stream on Friday at 5:30 UK time, and where we confirm our transfers if we take any. So yeah, that's it from us today. We hope to see you guys on our future streams. And yeah, hope everyone has a good double game week 29 because obviously there's still a lot of fixtures to come. But yeah, that's it from us today. We hope to see you guys soon. Take it easy, everyone, and yeah, peace.
Yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. See you later.
Cheers.